recording. Okay, welcome everyone to our August IIIF community call. If this is the first one of these that you've attended, and there are some new faces to me in here, welcome. We hold these calls every month. They're a chance for the IIIF community to get together and to see new tools, experience new implementations, and have some technical and community focused discussions. So if this is your first time and you enjoy it, I encourage you to come back and look for our future topics. We always start these off with everyone signing into the agenda. I've just put a link to that in the Zoom chat. If you can take a second and sign in at the top, it's very helpful to us to know who's attended, how popular these sessions are in planning our programming in the future. So thank you for taking a moment to do that. And then I will go over our agenda for today. So I have a few community announcements to make, and then I will hand it over to Dharani Neelapuram to do our presentation, and then we'll have time for Q&A at the end. At the end of the session, you can either raise your hand in Zoom, unmute, and ask your questions directly. If you have questions that come up during the presentation, feel free to type them into the chat, and I'll make sure that they get answered at the end. So with that, a few community announcements before we get into the presentation. One is a save the date. Our online meeting will happen this year, January 26th through 28th. As in past years, the event will be completely free and it's all online for people to attend. This year, we are also planning a number of satellite events. Right now, we have events on the docket for New York, Austin, Texas, and possibly London and Boston. It's an emerging situation. So if you are interested in possibly hosting a IIIF meetup around the online meeting, please let me know. We are here to help make that happen. Other in-person events, the IIIF Consortium and IIPC will be hosting a free showcase on September 14th. That is the day before the Fantastic Futures Conference starts. We have limited spaces available for that, but if you will be at Fantastic Futures or you're in the DC area and like to attend, please let me know and I can get you registered to attend that. And then one more community-based item, the ideas box. So the ideas box, there's a link there for the form, is a place for people in the IIIF community to share ideas or frustrations or troubles that they're encountering. Our accessibility and usability group is meeting every month. They are reviewing all of those submissions, which can be done anonymously, and then connecting them with folks in the larger community who can work on either providing or building solutions. So if something comes up, I encourage you to use the form. There's always someone at the other end of the line looking out for that. Okay, and with that, I am going to turn it over to Dharani Neelapuram to show us Flagrate.
Hi. Hi everyone, thank you for having me here. Let me share my screen. Okay.
Looks great.
Yeah. I'm Dharani Neelapuram, AI engineer and web dev working with JPN National Center of Excellence in the Humanities, IIT Indore. I'm here to show something we have been calling Flagrate. So a quick quick note on the name Flagrate. Flagrate is actually a spell from Harry Potter movie used to burn a fairy mark onto surface to signal something important has been noted. So when we are naming this project title, the idea stuck with us, marking something clearly so its meaning is immediately visible to whoever looks at it next. So the name isn't just a fun reference, it actually reflects what the tool does, taking an image or video and marking it with meaning, the same way the spell marks a surface. The reason we started building this annotation, transcription, translation, and semantic search wasn't an abstract. It came directly out of real limitations we hit while working on our Sindhi folklore project with my project supervisor, Dr. Rima, at JPN Center. As we worked with the Sindhi dataset, we kept running into the same walls. Like there is no easy way to annotate audio-visual dataset We found no way to transcribe or translate the audio video content efficiently, and no way to search across everything we had gathered by meaning rather than keywords. So these were not small issues that were blocking our real progress of project. That's where the flag rate came out of these limitations. Our objective is to add an existing layer of IIIF standard. For image, we use standard spatial region to annotate objects within the frame. And also for the video, we are using IIIF's temporal fragment selectors to annotate specific movements in time. In both cases, we are using IIIF exactly as it designed to work, and our contribution is generating that annotation content automatically with AI and adding a semantic search layer on top. So IIIF own structure becomes easier to produce and easier to search. Manual annotation on its own doesn't scale. One person looking at one item at a time for a real archive that becomes a backlog that never finishes. It is also inconsistent because different annotators describe the same kind of object differently. And also when it comes to IIIF tools landscape, no single tool closes this gap either. Mirror and Universal Viewer are excellent viewers, but display only. There is no annotation creation. And when it comes to other tools, they have manual annotation tools, but there is no AI assistance. And in video support also it is limited. So to put simply, there is no single pipeline covers annotation, video, transcription, translation, and search together. That's where Flagrate comes in. Let me walk you through the pipeline. First, user can upload an image or video to the project. It will automatically annotate it with AI. And there is a human review, which is not an optional thing. It is mandatory to handle with hallucinations and bias. And there will be a natural language description for each item, and the export will be completely on IIIF manifest. And we had added semantic search also. Okay, let me show you something that we had did with Sindhi dataset. It is a Sindhi dataset which is an image. When it is given to the model, it actually annotated in this way. So it given the labels and the description. If anyone wants to annotate it manually, they can do it. And also, once the annotation is completed, there is a human review thing where they need to confirm all the generated annotations. Okay, it is the manifest.json which is used to validate the mirror viewer, and also it is something which includes the annotation parts. We had included mirror to validate how it looks not only in just this viewer but also in different types of viewers correctly. And here is how it will be looking in the website. Not only just label but also the description. And it is how it works for the video. There will be it is same like image. It will get annotate automatic annotation, and also we can draw the manual annotation within the video by using the temporal selectors that we had been added in the backend. When it comes to semantic search, we are not just searching by the keywords or exact words, we are searching by the meaning. It will be automatically searched by the annotations created by the AI model. Here we had given some example. And actually, the Flagrate actually works on multi-modal AI, which is in the backend. Let me brief it back. Briefly on how this works, we are using a general purpose multi-modal AI for both detection and description. It is also grounded with project specific context when it's available. And it is currently running locally as we continue testing. It's part of our work at JPN Center. And thank you. Happy to take any questions.
Okay, thank you, Dharani. Do we have any questions off the bat?
I've a question if I'm not jumping ahead of anybody. This looks really fantastic. What are your plans for it? Is it going to be open source? Is it going to be available for people to use?
Yeah, actually, when it comes to concerns of safety and privacy, if the institutions wants it, we are going to self-host to the like to them, because they can have the data privacy in it. When it comes to individual, we are going to give it in the open source, but it is not final yet because of initial stage we have been looking through it.
It's looking really great.
Uh, Hi, thank you for the presentation. It's amazing. And I'm wondering, because you built this project based on your need of CD culture collection, is there any time that the large language model fails to correctly annotate things that's really specific to the culture? And do you kind of train or fine-tune your model to your specific needs?
Yeah, at the beginning of the project, like you need to have the instruction to the project. As I said about grounding technique, it will be included some information about the project like a rack data. And also you need to give project instructions, I mean specific steer tone and focus, like how annotation should look to the project. So it will completely like remove hallucinations and bias, so you can get more accurate annotations.
Sorry if I missed this, but what language models have you used? What large language models? Or yeah.
Actually, it is an initial stage and not evolving. We can't say it outside, but it is a multi-modal AI which is completely working in the backend.
Okay, thanks.
Could I ask about the semantic search you mentioned? You mentioned it wasn't keyword search, is that right? How are you doing that search?
No, it was a meaning search. Actually, while annotations were given to the video, if you search something, it will go through the video and it will search by the meaning. For example, if I given Rangoli, then it will search all the annotations which included Rangoli, and then it will drag that and give us the search. Not by
Yeah.
keywords or exact words, like how context search API works.
Mhm.
Do we have other questions? Can I ask you said that it's working locally now. Do you have a timeline?
Yeah, we had a timeline like we are like extending it to manuscript thing also. Actually, it is working on photographic and scene scenarios. So it is like initial stage only, and the timeline should be around. I can't specify it, but it is going to be launched as soon as possible. If you need any like testing over the model, you can just provide me the data set and how you need the annotation. Then I can do it and send the details.
Martin?
Be right there. While I'm waiting for my camera to start, I just had a quick general question that you may not be able to answer, Ronnie, but we are very interested in IIIF implementations in India, and I was wondering if you have any information on how the IIIF knowledge base within India is situated. Are there ways that we can advance implementation or partnerships with Indian institutions?
Actually, we use it IIIF for our Sindhi project, and it was like from the JPN National Center, which is in IIT Indore. So yeah, I will talk to my supervisor regarding it, and I will. Yeah, she's there.
I hope I can intervene here somewhere to answer Martin's question. Hello, everyone. This is a very, we are actually at a very initial stage, and this idea has come to me from some of my partners who are working at Cambridge University, and they have been working extensively in digital archiving of cultural heritage. So while working with them, I have in India at Indian Institute of Technology, we have actually initiated to start our project using IIIFs. And this is where somewhere we have actually faced some challenges, real-time challenges like Dharani has faced it, and she has found a way to crack it for audio visuals. So if we talk about India, yes, it is quite new to India, but I think that gradually many of our institutes in Indian, basically which are technology-based institutes, they are having a good know-how of IIIF, and they are trying to implement IIIF for their archival projects.
Thank you. And definitely, if there's any way we can assist with increasing engagement with the IIIF Consortium, we'd be happy to have a call focused on Indian institutions.
Yes, definitely, we will write to you with more details about our project and our institute. And gradually, as you would suggest and advise, we can certainly take a look at it and take it further.
Thank you.
Do we have other questions? So can I ask, Dharani or Rima, is there a good way for folks to stay up to date with project progress?
Yeah, I had given my contact in the presentation, so they can mail me regarding it, or else they can follow me in the LinkedIn to get the details or updates about it.
One more thing to add what Dharani has said. We will be soon completing this project, and we will be implementing Flagrate to this project. Hopefully, we'll be completing in the next 4 months, and it will be updated on our JPN National website. So anyone who would like to take a look at our completed project, they can definitely have a look at.
Okay. Any last questions? No? Okay, well, I won't hold us if we are feeling quiet, but thank you, Dharani and Rima, for the presentation. I can also say I will share Dharani's email in our notes if people would like to follow up with her directly. And then if it's okay with both of you, when the project is live, I would love to share it in the IIIF newsletter. So people who are subscribed to that will be able to see it then.
Of course.
Okay, wonderful. Well, then, thank you again, and I hope that we will see you all next month.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thank you so much
everyone.
for that.
Thank you.
Bye.